Hi guys,
Hey y'all.
welcome back to Go with Factors Unleashed. I'm your host Jalynn. I'm a former Gilman Scholar, and this channel is about exploring study abroad and hopefully getting you to join the alumni. Um, this is my special guest Oni. She's here to talk about her study abroad experience in Germany with the faculty-led program. She is also a Gilman Scholar. So she's here to give you tips and tricks. All right, Ani.
Hey y'all. Oh.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. Hey y'all. So my name's Oni. As Jalynn had mentioned, I'm also, like she said, a Gilman Scholar, and we go to the same university. We were able to both study this summer because of Gilman. So thank you. So yeah, I'm about to tell y'all everything.
Yeah. So, Oni, what inspired you to go abroad?
That's a good question. So I've always loved to travel, and it's just something I've enjoyed. I think it's just something I've done ever since I was a child. I've been able to travel, whether it was mostly within the United States, but also being able to study or travel abroad as I got older. But being able to see various cultures up close kind of inspired me to travel and study abroad. I think there's just certain things that you really don't get to experience until you see it firsthand and in person, rather than learning about it in a classroom or reading about it in a textbook. Being able to experience it and just dwell in those settings in real life kind of inspired me, and that's always pushed me to wanting to see more and be exposed to more. So I think that's one main thing that just having that early exposure kind of inspired me to study abroad.
Okay, yeah, I really like that response.
Okay.
So, when studying abroad, it's good to keep an open mind. You just never know what you're gonna encounter. Just take everything with a grain of salt. You know, if one person's rude to you, doesn't mean the whole continent's rude. Doesn't mean everybody's rude.
Right.
You just
Right.
encounter them on a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
So give people grace.
Grace.
Give people grace,
Yeah.
guys. Okay, let's hit you with another question.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell us about your time in Germany? And what was your most memorable part?
Okay. So Germany was great. I went there. Honestly, I didn't get to do too much research before going, which is not something I like to do. I like to kind of plan ahead of time, but with classes and everything, it's kind of stressful. So, but I went to Germany, and we got there, and it wasn't too much of a cultural shock, despite maybe just the language barrier, because a lot of the things were in German.
Yeah.
But I know Germany is one of the few Western European countries where they speak English heavily. So
Yeah.
it was easy to conversate with people. They were willing to speak English with you if they knew you weren't if they knew you were a foreigner.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, we got to Germany. We just saw a lot of people walking around, being from Houston. It's a very car dependent city. So
Definitely.
going to Germany, I think was it was just we kind of knew we were in Germany because of seeing so many people walking. I guess the public transportation was also very different as well too. What else? I think for the most part, it was a good time. The food was good. The culture, seeing the various cultures that were represented there was also a surprise to me as well too. And yeah, I think it was pretty good.
Okay, bro. So I went to Kenya this summer. And so with Kenya, they love public transportation. You're going to see somebody catching a bus, a Vespa, or walking any and everywhere. They do not care. They are not car dependent at all. And the people, they're very happy people. They don't care to take a walk. They'll walk joyfully. How in America it's oh, I need my car, oh, I have to drive there, oh, I cannot walk, I won't do it. And it's just enjoy the fresh air.
Yeah.
Take a breath and walk, right? So that's good that there's a lot of people outside of the U.S. who enjoy walking, who enjoy getting into with nature, right?
Yeah.
How was the food? Like, what did you eat?
Oh my goodness, the food. So there was like German dishes, just some traditional German dishes. Excuse me. Like they had currywurst, which is like French fries with like curry sauce, and then some sausage on
Sounds
top of it.
interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I think bratwurst was another one, which is like a bun and like a large piece of sausage in between. What else? They had schnitzel. I think it's I believe it's venison. Like so, yeah, it's like deer. And they put like some kind of gravy sauce and the mushrooms, and they serve it with like potatoes. So like a lot of German food has, I would say, like it's starchy. Like it has a lot of breads, like potatoes, and then meat, like sausages. They put like they use chicken, pork. But the food was good. Like we were also able to get like Japanese food in Dusseldorf because Dusseldorf has one of the highest Japanese immigrant like populations outside of Japan. So that was good to have. We also were able to get like Turkish food. There were some really good like sandwiches called donors that were like, I'll tell you, it was so good. It was so good.
It sounds good.
Yeah. Germany had like a variety of things. So that was like one thing. You had options. It wasn't like you were stuck with things that you wouldn't usually eat.
It wasn't stereotypical, you would say?
And their bakeries were good too. They had very like good bakeries, fresh, and it was so nice.
Love a good muffin.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, lovely. Okay, let's see. Were there any challenges you faced while abroad, and how did you overcome them?
I think one thing that I had faced was just a language barrier.
Okay.
Really, we didn't really get to practice our German. Like we knew some words, some phrases, like hello, which is like hi, or danke, which is like thank you, but we couldn't speak fluently. So sometimes when we went to order food, we had to use like a translator on our phones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because people there most likely just only spoke like their home language.
Yeah.
Or German. Like English was kind of broken a little bit.
Okay.
So just kind of like adapting to that. Another encounter was when me and a few of my friends, we had decided to go and like explore in one city. I think it was in Dusseldorf in Germany. And we kind of got lost in the subway station. We were trying to figure out which way to go, and a few of them were like a little like freaking out. But I tried to calm them down, so that we could just at least work together and figure out what to do. And we were able to, work together, get help, and get back to our hostel in time. So, yeah.
Just gotta stay calm, guys.
Yes.
Just gotta stay calm. Okay. Let's see. So, I know we touched on a little bit of like your hardships, you could say. Let's touch on your personal growth. Like, how did it shape you going to Germany and coming back to the U.S.?
That's a good question. I think how it helped me was kind of caused me to be a little bit more independent. Okay. Even though it was a group of us that went together, we had opportunities to, like I said, at the end of our events or sightseeing, we had opportunities to go and like visit different places and like kind of visit the cities that we were in. And I think that in doing that, we were able to like walk around, and in walking around, like I was just kind of able to interact with different people, talk to them, kind of just see like how it would be to like move around in a different environment in a different country. So that was nice. I think I lost the question.
That's okay.
Lost track.
All right,
I lost like who walked in? Who was